One, two, one, two, one, two, one, two. What's up, everybody? Hopefully you guys can hear me pretty good. Here we go. What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? This is Sante in the place to be. Welcome to the pod. If you want to call it the Every Other Day podcast, this is it too. Why don't you go ahead and share it for me, if you please. Share it for me, if you please. I'm gonna go ahead and share it too. I don't think I'm good. So anyway, what's going on, everybody? It's a wonderful day in, southeastern Michigan. For anybody that's joining me outside of the realm of Michigan, we having the summer weather that we've been waiting for, and we've been anticipating, and we've been looking for, and we've been waiting for, and we've been anticipating, and we've been looking for all of that just over and over and over again. So I'm happy about that. We got some exciting things going on in and around the city of Pontiac, where I'm from, the Metro Detroit area. So today, not only with me talking about the pod or me talking about what we do here, I'm going to go ahead and hit the share button one more again, because it ain't nothing better than sharing. Sharing is always what they say. Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. So you see, we got the website down below, effigieimages.com. If you please. Go ahead and visit effigieimages.com. You'll see all that we offer. A lot of the people that we work with, you see sample work videos and, X, Y, and Z. Let's make sure here. Let me go here and check the computer for something. Make sure everything right. All good. So yes, so we are here on basically we on Facebook and YouTube right now, and I've been doing the vertical thing for a minute. I just wanted to test that out a little bit and just see how well that actually works out and see if I like it. But it's not as much if I like it. It's what resonates with the viewers and the people that I can help, and see if that's something that they like and something that they want to use and do. So that's what I'll probably be working with later on tonight. I might come on later on tonight and talk about some things. But today I just wanted to come and talk. Let me go ahead and look on Facebook real quickly here. I want to make sure that we are on right. I'm going to open up the phone lines too. We're not going to really stay long today, but I wanted to come on here and talk about a couple things. 1 second here. Want to make sure that my privacy setting is good. Yep, it's public. Cool. All right, we move that out the way and we go back and let our music play. Here we go. So, now that we're here, let's go ahead and check. All right. Just making sure everything is good in the field. So, in a nutshell, again, like I said, everything is groovy. Everything is going good. I want to always come. I always say, if you have a business, if you have any type of thing that you're doing, any business, you use the podcast. The podcast is always something that can be used as your hub to talk about what it is that you do. You use a podcast because a lot of people questions be like, well, why should I even pay for something like that? Why should I even do it? Well, number one, if you have any type of business, really podcasting is, or, a forum where you can talk about it, is where you should be the hub of your business. It should be an investment, really an investment. If it ain't nothing but once a week or once every 2 weeks that you come in front of a camera and you talk. And I really like the live stream aspect of doing it, because doing it on a live stream, you're able to, and this is just my preference, but on a live stream, you get a chance to, not only field questions, but you have that impromptu feel, and it's organic. It's not really scripted out, because you never know what can happen on a live stream. So that's why I love the live stream so much. But even if it wasn't a live stream and it just recorded, you need to get in front of a camera, professional microphone, some good lighting, you know what I'm saying, a good ambiance, or whatever the case may be. You need to talk about what it is that you do, what it is that you bring into the table, what it is that your product is able to move the needle with, and what it is that you're doing, period. So it's very, very, very important. As you see, I have a RS on my shirt right here. This is Rising Stars. This is Rising Stars Recruiting. It's based in Michigan. It's actually one of the biggest recruiting for high school athlete football in the state of Michigan. I want to give a shout out to Reginald Wins, which is my brother-in-law, or brother through my sister. My sister married his brother, and he is the brother of my sister's husband. So we call each other brothers. You know what I mean? He does a lot of work with the youth in and around the Metro Detroit area, and a lot of these kids have made it to the NFL, high-powered college programs, scholarships, full ride to not even just making it to the NFL, just making it to college, making it to a secondary education or whatnot, and they were able to get degrees going through the Rising Stars. So today, that's what I want to kind of do. I want to kind of highlight a couple of people, highlight a couple of, things, entities around here in the city of Pontiac, but not only in the city of Pontiac, in the Metro Detroit area. But I'm going to start at home first. Rising Stars, Reginald Wins. Reggie Wins actually did a podcast here not too long ago, and people received it, and they loved it. They loved it. They loved it. So it's very important to do those types of things. I want to give a shout out to Delia Sharp Samuel, which this weekend or next weekend, coming this Monday, she's going to have a rally, Stomp Out the Violence rally. And it's going to be a rally that she does annually, and it's in the honor of her brother, Dean Samuel, and was unfortunately killed in the city of Pontiac. And it's really a dedication to him, but not only just to him, it's a dedication to people. It's a dedication, but not only a dedication, it's also a motivation for people that are still grief-stricken over whatever may have happened, violent-wise, losing one their close family members or associates. And Identify Your Dream is a major force and group around the area of Pontiac, Michigan, and moving needles in the metro area together, and really Michigan. I've seen Delia Samuel Sharp grow. I've seen her get bigger and better. And, so this Monday coming up at Rotary Park from 11 o'clock to 1, if I'm not mistaken, there will be a Stomp Up the Violence march. And I will be there. And last year I was able to cover it. It was a great time. It was a great time far as just being together with people. Community, a sense of community. It was a communion in a sort, and remembering those that are no longer with us, but holding on their legacy and letting everybody know that has lost someone that we're here for each other, and there's ways that we can cope and deal with those stresses of losing someone in a violent manner, because losing someone to natural causes is different from losing someone in a violent way. When you lose someone in a violent way, it is very abrupt and it's really unfinished. You really never got that chance to say goodbye or tie up loose ends. You know how you usually, when somebody is, passing on, and you see it coming and you know it's coming, you have time to wrap business up and take care of business. Well, a lot of times in situations that are violent, you don't get a chance to do that, So, this is just a way to be able to support each other. She's moving needles in the community and around, like I say, in the metro area. And I support her. I've worked with her. Actually, Delia was Delia was the first person that I've ever worked with really professionally. And it's so ironic. I'm going to tell you, it's full circle how when I was working with Delia, right? I'm going to tell you, because where I'm at, the office that I'm at right now, the young lady, Miss Delia Sharp, the one that's doing the Stop the Violence march, I first worked with her around 8 years ago, and I still was working. I had a mortgage job, whatever, but I was getting my feet wet into cameras and messing around and stuff like that. And she reached out to me through family or whatever, and we worked together. And ironically, the building that's right behind me, that's where we actually did work together at. So it's crazy like how things come full circle. Now we've been into what we're doing for a while now. I'm still learning, you know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure she is too. I can't speak for her. But we have both grown. We have both seen growth in each other. We have done business with each other with and through the city of Pontiac. And she's visited here. I've been happy to allow her to, I think she used this space one time for a meeting. We had a meeting, and then I just let her use the space for a meeting, and I left, or whatever the case may be. So she's a great young lady. Give a shout out to her this Monday, and I'm gonna put some more pub out there for people that may want to know and think about it. Number 2, let's go ahead and talk about the pod. That's why we're here, right? Everybody needs to know about the pod, but for the person that just popped in, let's go ahead and go back to Delia Sharp. If you can get a chance, please go ahead and support Delia Sharp. Please stomp out the violence on Monday at Rotary Park, 11 to 1 o'clock. 11 to 1 o'clock, Pontiac, Michigan, Rotary Park. Stomp out the violence. There will be, refreshments, guest speakers, and there will be people. It's an awesome event. Awesome event. I'm going to visit this one more time before we get off today. But let's talk about the pod real quickly. The pod itself, here where we are. This is an all-encompassing content studio. And, we've been up and going. Like I say, a podcast studio or a podcast period, something like this is very unique and it's very niche. And not too many communities really have a real place to do this type of thing at. And this is why it's very important that this type of service was made available. And you have to fill a need, and whatever the need may be, you have to, if you can, go ahead and try to fill the gap, fulfill that need. So this is what we did here at Effigy Media Arts. We created the pod where professionals, 9-to-5ers or whatever, can come in here and they can get what they need as far as the podcast needs, or they need to make an announcement. They can come here, do voiceovers and all that type of thing. But this is, I had a young guy call me, and unfortunately, young man, he wanted to do a recording studio, or he wanted to talk about, he wanted to go ahead and record an album. I'm like, you can't record an album here. But that's not what this studio is about. This studio is more or less content creation, voiceovers, short talking head professional videos, and we do some of those types of things, and we do them well. And we located at 43700 Woodward Avenue in Bloomfield Township, right up the street from Pontiac, Michigan, like 1 block away. 25 minutes or 20 minutes away from Detroit. If you take the expressway, and we right down the street from Royal Oak, we right there in Clarkston, Auburn Hills, Rochester, all of that right there. So yeah, we doing things, and we here. So it's my duty and job to tell and beat the drum that we here every day, and we here for it. Yes, we are. So that's that. And like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and promote people, because I got some things that I want to continue to just go ahead and support people. Let me go ahead and put this flyer up. One of my favorite people, Miss Bobby Benton, and her podcast is coming up on 1 year. Of doing her podcast here at the pod, which is very special. It's very hard, and dedication. You know what I mean? Dedication takes a lot of dedication. And she's been live streaming, and she's gotten so comfortable on camera. She's been, I think this has helped her with public speaking. She's been doing public speaking engagements. So she's been really sticking to it and making associations. And now she's on the road to entrepreneurship 100%. So I believe that the pod has helped her go ahead and spread her wings and allowed her to be able to meet new people and do new things. And that's another thing that the pod does and did for people. Yeah. So I want to give a great shout out to her. I'm going to give another shout out to somebody that might see this and might not. If they don't, then maybe they will one day. But I'd like to give a big shout out to, let me go ahead and make this a little bit bigger. If I can make this a little bit bigger. Boom. Bring that down. Boom. All right. Big shout out to Regina, the Queen of Car Loans. Yep. This is the person that I started doing, quote unquote, really podcasting with. What we were doing 5 years ago was podcasting, but they really didn't call it podcasting. She just had an evening show every week, and then it went to 2 weeks. And then as she got busier, it got as needed, more or less, because she got busier, because she's the queen of car loans. You know what I'm saying? So basically we did a live show, and that's where I learned a lot of my bones and understood what I was doing, equipment wise, sound wise, lighting wise. I owe a lot of that experience that I got with her. You know what I mean? So we had a nice year or so run. We did that, her and Miss 411 Sanjia Wiggins. And we did it every week to 2 weeks. And we went from there. So this is where, I learned a lot of parts, what I needed to do, that now I'm sharing it with you guys. So shout out to Regina, the Queen of Car Loans. She's doing radio, as far as a lot of her medium now. You can go to her Facebook. You can go to her Facebook. You can go to her Instagram. And just basically type up Regina, the Queen of Car Loans, and you're gonna come across her. And she's currently doing a radio show, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I don't want to even shout out the call numbers, because I might say those wrong. But she has if you go look her up, you'll see that she does a radio show. Gil Garrett, which is the president of the Pontiac School District, and he's a deputy sheriff officer, and Dr. Moore. They do a show, I believe in Southfield, but it's a Detroit area show, and it's a good show. They have local movers and shakers up in there, and they drop mega dimes and gems, for people to catch on to, learn something. And big shout out to her. Like I said, one of the people that I worked with on my journey to where I am now. And we go from there. We cross paths again. But yeah, so I wanted to give a big shout out to a couple of people and the things that they were doing. Hold on, I got a phone call. But we ain't gonna take the phone call right now. I'm gonna wait for that for a second. But yeah, so we doing some great things, lovely things here at the pod. I just wanted to come today, and it's my duty to go ahead and toot the horn, go ahead and wave the flag, and stomp the boots and beat the drums. You know what I'm saying, on the grind, and let you guys know everything and all things about Effigy Media Arts. Let me see if there's something else that I can share with you before I check out of here. I'm not going to open up phone lines or anything like that to talk today. I got to get out of here. I got to do a little bit of editing, but I got something coming up real soon. It's called the Torch Bearer, the Torch Bearer Award. And let me see if there's anything else I need to advertise to help you with. Let me see if there's anything. We ain't got to worry about with this other stuff. But the Torch, we're going to be, this Friday, going to go ahead and give out the Torch Bearer Award. The Torch Bor the Torch Bearer Award, the Pontiac Torch Bearer Award, or recognition. That's going to be given out to people that I believe that have moved the needle from the city where I'm from. And it's important. It might be some people that's known, less known, or unknown. And, you know, I believe everybody is bearing the torch in their perspective way. You know what I mean? It's just that a lot of times you're not, you know, up on the hill and saying, look at me. But there's a lot of people that's doing a lot of great things that nobody even really know who they are, you know, and sometimes those people don't feel appreciated. But it's important that those people feel appreciated too, because it's those people that actually make the wheel spin. Everybody's not, you know, a high official or, you know, have great big positions. A lot of people are just there, you know what I mean? And they make things happen. They make things happen, and those people really deserve some type of like, hey, I see you and what you've done. And I don't know all that what you've done, but the little bit that I know that you have done well. Okay, so that's important. So that's what we're going to be getting to this Friday. And I might as well just keep this stuff set up here, because I don't know, tomorrow I may not get around to it, you know, doing some things here as I want to. But with that being said, you guys, I wanted to go ahead and just give those couple of shots out, fulfill the commitment to myself. Make sure you check out the pod. You can go to effiegyimages.com, effiegyimages.com, or call me 248-818-3786, and go to my website. There's a lot to learn. There's a lot to see, and there's a lot to do on there. And you can just give me a call, and I can walk you through it and see if we got what you need, even if it's just promotions, or if it's live streams, podcasting, web hosting. Yeah, we do some specialty things. So with that being said, I'll go ahead and sign out, let you guys go, and you have a great one. And we will be talking to you this Friday, and we will be giving out the Torch Bearer Recognition Award. All right, you guys, be easy.